Today we're doing DGE. So same, the D is pretty much silent, it's just a stop sound, but it's where your mouth has to begin the GE sound. So it's technically in there somewhere, but we can just refer to it as silent because you don't really hear the D, only the GE. Why is that E there? So that the G can make a soft sound, J, right? Because G without an E after it, or an I, or an I or a Y after it, just says G. So we need an E, I, or Y after it, in this case an E, after the G to make it say J. And here are some examples of it also coming after a short vowel. Hedge, fudge, midge, if you know somebody named Midge, dodge, if you know any, throw them in the Q&A. Badge. Okay, so all of those come after a short vowel sound. So when you're spelling, your choices for the J sound at the end of the word are not J. J does not get to be a choice. There are some letters that don't come at the end of words. J is one of them. So if it's at the very end, if it's the last sound, J is not a choice. Your choices are GE or DGE. And it's going to be a DGE if it comes right after a short vowel, just like hedge, fudge, midge, dodge, badge. Okay, otherwise if it's like huge, it'll be a GE. So let's get practicing. So remembering our trigraph, DGE, that comes right after a short vowel sound at the end of words. Our first word is Baytaj. Baytaj together. We have B, A, T, A, J. Consonants. B, A, T, A, J. We can go ahead and put our J sound in. We know it's not a J. It's going to be a DGE because it comes after this short vowel. A. Baytaj. A. We're going to start with an A. Can it say A there? Yes, it can because of the tap 2 rule. That vowel is 1 or 2 doors away. So it can say its name just fine. A. I'm going to start with an A. Can it say A there? Yes, because of the tap 2 rule. There are 2 consonants after it. So there's Baytaj. So far, so good? All right, yours without me is Go Budge. Go Budge. G-O-B-U-D-G. Go Budge. Put it in the Q&A for me when you're done. Go Budge. It's going to be an in the middle, and this is the most common way to spell just a U. If a U works, stop, you're done. And it's ending with a J. J. Okay. Let me just let a couple more people put their answer in here. Go Budge. I'm getting a lot of A's for spelling the sound. A can spell the sound sometimes, as in the word across or banana. Those A's say However, you start with just a single vowel U. The short sound for U says and this is our first go-to for spelling the sound. When it's an A, I'm going to tell you what to watch for, because when A's say when they make the schwa sound, they always follow the same pattern. This A says A for a reason. This A says for a reason. This A says for a reason. So I'm going to teach you this. This is all in A month that we learn all of that. So when you hear you don't ever have to worry about using an A in this lesson. It's always going to be a short U. So Go Budge, our consonants are G, O, B, DGE for J after a short vowel. O can be an O right here just fine because of the tap 2 rule. Is a single U, which also says just fine because of the tap 2 rule, those two consonants after it. Okay, long vowel sounds have a vowel 1 or 2 doors down. Short vowel sounds do not. Number 2, frudge. Frudge together. J. Consonants. J at the end of a word that follows a short vowel is spelled DGE. Not a J. Not allowed. And then we're going to spell our with a U because that's our go-to. And if it works, stop, you're done. You don't need an A, you don't need anything else. As a matter of fact, you guys, every single vowel can say A can say E can say I, O, U. They all can say but there's patterns for when they do. Did you know that? Did you know that E and I and O can all, oh, probably you knew that, but every single letter can say sometimes. But we'll learn those in its own lesson. For now, is going to be spelled with a U. Okay, so there's frudge. Your word is spedge. 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 Good. I'm wanting an in the middle, like elephant, exit, elbow, spedge. Good. Yeah, you guys are getting it. That's right. So our consonants are j at the end of a word that follows a short vowel is DGE. Here's our short vowel which can make it short sound because of those two consonants after it. Brilliant. Number 3, brellage. 2 different vowel sounds. Listen to the difference. Brellage. I. Brellage. So we have b, l, I, j. Consonants. B, l, I, j. Is spelled with a DGE after a short vowel like I. E can only say if there are 2 consonants after it. If there's not 2, make 2. Now it can say because now it follows the tap 2 rule. I can also make it short sound right here because there are already 2 consonants after it. There is brellage. Your word is grimmage. Grimmage. G-r-i-m-i-j. Go for it. Grimmage. My mouth is closed in the middle. Grimmage. Nice. It's fun when you know how to spell, right? Grimmage. So this time both of my vowel sounds are the same. They're both I, like itchy, igloo, inside, I. Grimmage. Go ahead and change your answer if you heard an I wanted to pronounce an I. Grimmage. Grimmage. Okay. Consonants. G, r, I, m, I, j. Oops. DGE. Spells the j sound right after a short vowel like I. Grim, I. Can this I say I here? Not yet. It doesn't have 2 consonants after it. So if there's not 2, make 2. Now it can. I. Can this I spell I here? Yes, because there are 2 consonants after it. Grimmage. Okay, try. I'm going to have you do this one on your own. Saleage. Don't spell say like this. That's how you spell A at the end of words. This isn't the end. Saleage. Saleage. S-A-L-E-J. Go for it. Saleage. Saleage. Beautiful. Well done. Nice, Danielle. Good. Okay, so don't want to go too fast here. I put two E's now. Oh. Understood. I understand. Okay, so yes, very good. The vowel sounds that I want are say, a, and ledge, eh. Say, exit, elbow, elephant. Say, ledge. Feel free to change your answer if you want, if you heard it differently. So consonants, s, a, l, e, j at the end is spelled DGE when it follows a short vowel sound like eh. Say, I start with a regular A. Can A say A in this spot? Yes, it can, because there's a vowel 1 or 2 doors away. Eh. We're going to start with the most common spelling, which is eh, which is an E. And yes, E can say eh here because of those 2 consonants that are after it. There's saleage. Only a couple people got that one. Let's try another one like that. Typodge. Typodge. T-I-P-O-G. Typodge. Typodge. Beautiful. Nice, Sarah. Typodge. You guys just needed somebody to tell you these rules. You can spell, just somebody has to show you how. Typodge. This vowel sound is an ah. My jaw's dropped a lot. Ah, olive, octopus, October. I should say. Typodge. There you go. All right, so our consonants. T, I, P, A, J at the end is DGE when it comes after a short vowel sound, like ah. I can be spelled with just a regular I here because of the tab 2 rule. Same with this O, can spell ah. We always go for the most common spelling first. O is the most common spelling for ah. And if it works, stop, you're done. And it works because of those 2 consonants after it. All right, you want a little bit of a harder one? How about hessimpage? Hessimpage. That's a word for you. Mouth is closed right here. I'm going to give you that letter. P-A-J. Hessim. The first vowel is eh. The second vowel is I. And then an a. Hessimpage. Gorgeous anonymous attendee. Beautiful. Oh, lovely, Ridwan. Very good. Hessimpage. This guy's an M. Page. Okay, Sarah, I'm wondering what your IT means there. I'm trying to think, is there something technical going on? All right, let's do our consonants. So we have h, e, s, I, m, p, a, j at the end, following a short vowel is spelled DGE. So here we have an E spells most of the time, but it needs 2 consonants after it. If there's not 2, make 2. Now I can say You guys are getting that, aren't you? I in the middle can say I if it's in the middle syllable, regardless of how many consonants after it. But this one happens to have 2 anyway, so it says It's short sound for two reasons. This A can say perfectly fine because of the tap 2 rule. Hessim patch. Look at that, you guys. Look what you can spell. Oh, it's you. Why don't I ever remember that? That the anonymous attendee is you. Let's try another relatively difficult one. Sabenridge. I. Sabenridge. Sabenridge. Ridge. Sabenridge. Is spelling just getting so easy for you? Saben. I is the end vowel. Sabenridge. It's tempting to spell say like this, isn't it? But this is how you spell A at the end of words, and this is right here in the middle, so we don't need that Y. Sabenridge. Gorgeous. Oh my goodness, well done. Oh my goodness, they just keep coming in. You guys must be so happy and proud of your progress. You're doing amazing. Consonants. S, A, B, E, N, R, I, J at the end, following a short vowel is spelled DGE. A is going to be spelled with an A right here, just fine because of the tap 2 rule. E is going to spell the S sound right here because of the tap 2 rule. Same with the I, can say I just fine because of those two consonants. Sabenridge. Wow. I'm so impressed. I hope you're impressed too. Let's do one more. Refintage. Eddie, elephant exit. Refintage. The other two vowel sounds are I, like itchy. Refintage. 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 This is an F. It might sound like a TH in the mic. Nice. Refintage. Who can spell refintage? My class can. No problem. Refintage. Beautiful. Good job. I hope you guys are smiling. You're making me smile because you just are getting it. This is an refintage. Oh man, that was a close one. That was a close one. Okay, consonants. We have f, I, n, t, I, j. J at the end of a word following a short vowel is DGE. In order to make it short sound, needs two consonants after it. So this is going to need two Fs. I already has two consonants, plus it's in the middle, so it gets to say I anyway. And then this I also gets to say I because of those two consonants. This was the hardest part, my crazy two Fs right there. Refintage. Now, you're braggable. I mean, I wish you could hear what I say about you guys to my friends and family. You're just braggable. You just pick things up so quickly. That's beautiful. So today you learned that DGE spells the j sound at the end of words that follows a short vowel. Welcome to your new knowledge. It's yours to keep. I am not going to be here for 2 weeks. I am going on a vacation that we've been planning for 2 years. So I'm super excited. And then September 1st is Labor Day. So I'll see you that first Wednesday in September. Have a wonderful rest of your August. Bye, my friends.